everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Your Caribbean News and Culture. I'm your host, Delinda Eiffel. Now, the new year is a time when many of us tend to begin making changes in our lives and looking to implement something we've been planning to do for a long time. At times, we may hesitate to take the initiative to start projects or tasks, and oftentimes we may even start, but for whatever reason, we give up, we quit. While the guests I have lined up in this week's show are bound to offer you a sense of encouragement to start the year off right, take risks, and trust that you will prevail. They are all entrepreneurs in their own rights who started with just an idea and implemented it, and despite certain obstacles, they progressively improve in their entities year after year. First up, we have Janelle Salmon, owner of Jaeded Fixx Boutique. Janelle, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What is Jaeded Fixx Boutique?
So Jaeded Fixx Boutique is an online boutique that specializes in statement jewelry, like the ones you're wearing right now.
Absolutely.
We have beautiful exclusive earrings and necklaces, so that's what we have now.
What led you to start up the boutique?
Well, I started Jaeded Fixx in February of 2013. We all have that friend that we like to raid their closets.
Yes.
I'm that friend. So all my friends always come over and raid my closet whenever they have a special event or something they're going to. And one of them really gave me the idea that I should start selling the pieces because they're so cute and I have really good taste. So that's how it started.
Absolutely. Now I know there's a significant meaning behind the name. What's that?
So I have a 3-year-old. Her name is Jade. She's my biggest critic.
And inspiration.
So it started, I named it after her because she's always like, Mommy, why are you wearing that? I don't like that. And she always gives her idea on whatever I'm wearing. So that's why I named it after her.
Now, what do you look for in a piece? What makes it say, okay, you know what, this is eligible to be a part of Jaeded Fixx
Quality
Boutique?
is number one.
Okay.
It has to have good quality because I don't want to give someone something that's flimsy, that they can only wear it once or just for one outfit. I want to make sure that, you know, it's good quality and can be used more than once.
Exactly. Now, would you say that's what sets you apart from a lot of, because in this day and age, online shopping is like, everyone is a boutique.
Yes.
Let's keep it real.
And then the quality stuff you get might not be what you're expecting. So I would definitely say that's what set me apart. And I just don't, if I wouldn't wear it myself, I definitely wouldn't sell it in my boutique. So I want to make sure that I'm selling in quality pieces.
Now, what are some strengths and weaknesses, or obstacles rather, that you've overcome in owning and running your own business?
One of the biggest things I'm working on right now is networking because it's very important to network and meet new people. Starting Jaeded Fixx was really hard, you know, because there's some people who are not professional, so I was dealing with a lot of unprofessional people. But I've been sticking through it, and it's been working really great for me.
And what about the future? What do you see in the future for Jaeded Fixx?
Well, for the future, I would love to expand to Jamaica. I'm originally from Jamaica, so I want to have a boutique there and put some of our pieces in the stores. So that's what's coming up for Jaeded Fixx.
Absolutely. Now, what would you say to people who, you know, they had the idea to start something, but they feel, you know what, it's just another trend, it's just another thing, but they may have some individuality in it. What would you say to them to initiate them to go ahead and start it?
I definitely think I would tell them they should definitely do it. It's not gonna, nothing's easy. You're gonna have to try, and if you really want it, you'll achieve it. So definitely go ahead and do that.
Exactly. Now, I know so a lot of the times you deal with pricing. Yeah. That's certainly an aspect.
Absolutely.
Of how do you come up with how to sell? Because yes, it's a passion, but you need to make profit.
Yes, you have to make profit off of it. Well, one of my things, I always think, what would I pay for this? You know, I don't want to have something that's overpriced where no one wants to buy it. So I always ask myself, what would I be willing to pay for this piece? You know, because I go all around and I look at different pieces and I see what's going on in the stores.
And then you compare the prices.
And then I compare the prices with
competitiveness.
that. Exactly.
Absolutely. Now, for me, I'm a fan. I have several of your pieces, and I'm lovely wearing one now. I've witnessed you, in my opinion, grow over the years. How would you say last year compared to what you are hoping for or have in store for 2015?
So 2014, I think for 2015 that we're in now, I'm definitely planning on having more events and definitely collaborating with more people. So I think in the future, it's just you're going to see Jaeded Fixx more all over in events and stuff like that, as opposed to 2014, where I mainly did online and Instagram, because I have exclusive pieces on Instagram, but now I'll be more out there, so you definitely see my face.
All right, and people looking to get these lovely pieces, where can they do that?
Definitely go online. We have a Jaeded Fixx website, jaededfixx.com, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, we're going to be chatting with Deborah Mauristhene, the creator of VERSEDOnline, which is destined to dominate the entertainment news industry with the production of VERSEDOnline magazine. Deborah, welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now tell the people, what is VERSEDOnline?
VERSEDOnline is an online exposure platform for emerging music artists and entrepreneurs.
All right, now what does the website consist of? I go www.versedonline.com. What am I seeing? What am I getting out of the website?
You're going to be seeing new music, new videos, new mixtapes, celebrity interviews, featured interviews, news and entertainment from around the globe.
Now how does it run? Where are this information and these feeds coming from?
All of this is submission, user submitted, especially the music, the videos. Those are user submitted, and then I have writers that do the news and entertainment, celebrity interviews. Typically the PRs, the public relations, send us, requests, or we reach out to people to get those done.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I must say, just to play devil's advocate a little bit, there are many venues for entertainment news or entertainment, who got shot, who's locked up, who's this, who's that. Right. What sets Versed apart? Why should people go to VERSEDOnline versus some of the other names that are out there?
Well, Verse was originally created on the basis of bringing light to individuals who are the underdogs. And so we still hold true to that. So if you want new music from people you've never heard before or never seen before, we're like the go-to spot for that. Celebrity interviews, we try to, ask really in-depth questions, personal questions that other publications may have missed. Mm-hmm. And so in terms of our interviews, that sets us apart, as well as a lot of publications do not interview emerging talents, emerging entrepreneurs, or music artists. And so if you want to know more about an individual, our website is the go-to spot for that as well.
Well said, well said. Now, in terms of VERSEDOnline, you started it a couple of years ago. Yes. Talk to us about some of the things you've had to overcome with managing the online magazine.
Wow. So since starting in 2011, I've had to overcome egos, people missing deadlines, people procrastinating, people not taking things seriously, unprofessional people. I've had to grow a lot of patience and tolerance, because obviously in this business you don't want to really go around burning bridges. Mm-hmm. So it has taught me a lot on how to mitigate certain situations professionally instead of like totally going off on someone, you know what I mean? So dealing with a lot of unprofessional people, both on my side, which is like the management, dealing with writers and people who do work for me behind the scenes, and also people like managers, artist managers, publicists, you know what I mean? Right. So it's like,
so what keeps you going? Why not just throw in the towel and say, you know what, go on Google and figure it out, I'm done? What keeps you going?
God is the forefront of what keeps me going. He maintains me.
Keeps you calm.
Keeps me, I'm telling you.
Something more to say. Start the week off.
Right. He keeps me grounded. And then another thing that keeps me going, a lot of times I'm like, you know what, forget it. No.
Yeah.
But then I receive an email talking about how wonderful the site is, and how people have been waiting for a website like that, and how a lot of music, especially music artists, who send in emails saying like, your website is dope. Like, I've searched the web for a website that provides these services to us, and I don't find it, and your website like fills in that niche. Right. And so stuff like that is what keeps me going.
Now, what do you see for the future of VERSEDOnline?
What I see, just really getting out there more. I don't like showing my face. That has been behind the scenes. I'm so a behind the scenes person that even to this day, people don't know who's behind VERSEDOnline. You know what I mean?
Now.
Right.
But tell us how we can follow VERSEDOnline and keep up with it.
we have VERSEDOnline.com, which is our website, and then Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're on that VERSEDOnline on all our social media platforms. So it's a quick click.
All right. So in the future, you hope to get out more.
Right. Show my face more. Right.
And people can start by just following it.
Right.
Thanks so much for being here.
Best
wishes for the future.
Thank you.
All right. Much more straight ahead. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Did you take your medicine? Oh gosh, I forgot it.
Her nurse,
You need a claim number?
her personal assistant,
Let me just grab a...
her housekeeper, her cook, her accountant. When I started taking care of Mom, I didn't realize the challenge of playing so many roles. But above all, I'm still her daughter.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving to connect with experts and other caregivers. Together we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
All right, welcome back everyone. As we continue down the path of inspiration and encouragement for the new year, we're chatting next with Stephanie Voltaire, the designer and creative director of Velour Designs. Stephanie, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What is Velour Designs? What does it consist of?
Yes, so Velour Design is a line of handmade handbags for women, but right now we're focusing on clutches.
Okay, now how did you even come to design and create handbags?
Yeah, so honestly it happened by accident. I grew up with my mom being a seamstress. She made my prom dress. She made a lot of my friends' prom dresses. I grew up in Haiti, so she was always sewing in Haiti, so I picked up the skills from her. And I've always been into fashion and wanted to do something in fashion, and while in grad school, my roommate had a sewing machine. And I said, let me try making a clutch.
Why not? Yeah.
I love clutches. So I made a clutch and I sent it to my cousins. And they're like, oh, this is really nice. I want one. And I said, I might be up to something. So that's honestly how it started.
Now, a lot of your pieces are very innovative. We have some displayed here on set. Where do you draw your inspiration from in creating each piece?
Honestly, I go to a fabric store and it comes from there.
So whatever fabric you see, you just
I see the fabrics. I see how I can create a clutch with it, and then I go with it. I buy the fabric and I try one to see how it comes out, how I like it, and then I'll go back and get more to produce.
From there.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Now, in terms of running your own business, and you're not only running it, but you're also, in essence, behind the labor of it.
Yes.
How do you balance it all? What are some of the obstacles you've had to overcome? What keeps it going for you?
Right. It's definitely challenging because I do everything from shopping for the materials, the sewing, the background work, posting online, signing up for events. I do everything. I do get help from my mom, Voltaire, which I'm grateful for. But the feedbacks that I get from my customers and friends and family, that's what really keeps me going. And God, I definitely focus to God and ask for direction and ideas and things like that. So that definitely keeps me going.
Good stuff. Now, in terms of your product, where do you see the future of it in years from now in continue to build a business?
Right, so we only started 7 months ago.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Off to a very good start.
Thank you, and it's been really good. So in 2015, we have a lot of exciting things coming up. For example, a pop-up shop at New York Fashion Week, vending here at Noir Fashion Week in Boston. We're looking to launch our website. And so we're looking definitely to do bigger and better things in the future. And in the long run, we hope we can get manufacturers to produce some of our bags.
That would be great, because this stuff can definitely be seen in stores that we see online and whatnot. Now, in terms of you and some of the things you've had to overcome, share those with us. What keeps you going despite the obstacles in the way?
Yeah, again, feedbacks from friends and family, it really, really helps. And sometimes when you feel like giving up, you get a Facebook message like, oh my God, I love your clutches. How can I order one? And I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're not giving up anymore. And definitely the exclusivity of our clutches. We only produce maybe 4 to 6 of each. So it's not mass produced. Not a lot of people are going to have what you're rocking.
Right. Okay, now do you think you would expand beyond clutches, or that's just where it's going to be for the future of design?
No, we want to expand to handbags. For spring and summer, you're going to see a lot of different tote bags that we'll be coming out with, and traveling bags.
Okay. Now, any word of advice for people who are out there that, you know, are interested in starting something? Again, you clearly have an individuality sense with these things. You draw from your own inspiration, from the fabric pieces that you choose. What would you tell people out there who are thinking to start something but are somewhat hesitant?
Go for it. Whatever idea that you have, go for it. I had an idea. I sent it to friends and family. They loved it, and I went with it, and now we're doing really great and looking forward to the future. So whatever idea that anyone has, I would say go for it.
Absolutely. Now, how can people get their hands on one of these lovely designs?
Yeah, so we have an Etsy shop, which is www.etsy.com/shop/Velour, VLURE. We have Instagram and Facebook, Velour Designs. And if you follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook, we post very often our new clutches.
All right, well, best wishes in the future. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. All right, our next guest started on a mission to help us all stay iconic. Through her combined passion of writing, music, fashion, and entertainment, she founded the website Shea Iconic. Cherrelle Norris joins us. Cherrelle, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What led you to start SheaIconic.com?
So I'm a writer, and I write about everything, and I went to school for writing. I'm like, I'm going to be this big-time writer, but then I got into the real world, and it's like, we're not hiring you. So I hired myself. That's what I did. That's what led me to SheaIconic.com. I wanted to write. I know a lot of women, or just a lot of people in general, who do great things, who don't get spotlights, and I wanted to spotlight that for the girl who was like me, who thinks they can be everything, but don't see people like them out there.
All right. So. Now, if someone goes SheaIconic.com, what are they seeing? What are they getting out of the website from visiting it?
So right now, I say that SheaIconic.com is my baby. It's a toddler, and it's not walking. But if you go there, you will see interviews about entrepreneurs. You'll see some of my personal opinion about everything from like shoe to gum. And it's just a place where you get to be a community, and you come there and you feel like you know me, even if you don't know my face, you feel like you know my opinions, and you feel like you're there and you're a community. But you see everything, interviews, opinions, new shows, everything.
All right. Now, one thing I know you draw a distinction with is being a blogger versus being a writer. Talk to us about how you identify with being a writer, not so much a blogger. What's the difference?
I think the big deal for me is, like I said, I went to school for this. Like, you know, I feel like not anybody. It does take a certain skill set to be a blogger, but I feel like for me personally, I'm a writer. I study this. This is my craft. It's like if you're a singer or an actor, you study this.
Right.
You know, you're not a reality star. You're an actress.
Right.
So that's why I'm a writer. I write. This is what I do.
Now, I know that sometimes you often experience moments of giving up, quitting, throwing in the towel. What is it that keeps you going despite those moments of uncertainty?
I would say my faith, and I have a great support system. My mom and my friends are like, girl, we didn't teach you to give up. You gotta get out there. Make it happen. Did you give up when you needed a job? Right. You got a job, you keep doing your site. So I think that's what kind of keeps me in the game.
And what do you hope to get out of SheaIconic.com?
In the future, very near future, I'm hoping to make it a brand, like a lifestyle brand for people. If you want to know what's hot in shoes, if you want to know what's hot in music, like you come there and you kind of just get my opinion. My opinion is not everything, but it's somewhere to start. Like, oh, where'd she get that pink dress from? I've been looking for a pink dress forever. Like, I'm hoping that it'll be a brand in the community.
Okay, anything exciting lined up for the future?
Yes, I'm really excited about it, actually.
Let's hear it.
I've been keeping it to myself, but I've been working on a prototype for both a flat and a high heel, and that's going to be part of SheaIconic.com. Nice. I'm hoping to make handmade heels and handmade flats, and the way that came about is I was looking for a black pump, and you would think that would be so simple, but it's like, okay, that heel's right, but that fabric's not right. Or I was like, I wonder if I can do this. So I YouTubed it, and I bought a book, and I kind of just been working on the prototype. So I'm really, really excited about that.
And would you be sharing the process on ShayIconic.com as you?
I might. Thank you for the idea. I'm just saying. I haven't been sharing the process because I feel like, you know, a lot of people say they're going to do stuff, and then 2 or 3 months later, it's like, well, what happened to that high heel?
Which is pretty much the concept of the show, you know? Like, sometimes we think we want to do something, we start it, we stop it. It's the new year, people want to, you know, venture into something.
Exactly.
So this is, you know,
and the next thing you know, you're somewhere else. But
Yeah.
I'm really passionate about it. I've been working on it continuously after work, late at night, just like, what would I like? What shoes would I like? Will people receive this? So
yeah.
I may not show the process right away, but everybody will definitely see the prototype, and hopefully in the future people will be able to put orders
I think all my guests today could probably get together and open a business. We got shoes coming, we have Jaeded Fixx Boutique with necklaces, we have Voltaire with their handbags, and Deborah could just put a column on them with VERSEDOnline.
With a dope beat in back.
A rapper can rap about it or something. All right, so talk to us about the future and how people can stay in tune with ShayIconic.com.
So in the future, I'm hoping to be more consistent with my posts because I do, you know, have a full-time job in my daily life, and I work late at night. But I'm hoping to be way more consistent, do more interviews, just to show, like, great ladies like you've had today, show that it can be done. You know, young girls somewhere, young man somewhere, it can be done. And hopefully you'll be able to place orders for shoes.
All right, and where can people visit?
ShayIconic.com. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and it's more personal, but Shay Iconic started from me being personal. So Shay Iconic on Instagram, Shay Iconic on Twitter, and then it's Cherrelle Shay Iconic on Facebook.
All right, well, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for
and
having
as you
me.
say, stay iconic.
Stay iconic.
All right, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you to my studio crew and this week's guests, owner of Jaeded Fixx Boutique, Janelle Salmon, creator of VERSEDOnline, Deborah Mauristhene, designer and creative director of Voltaire Designs, Stephanie Voltaire, and ShayIconic.com creator, Cherrelle Norris. I hope that from their entrepreneur ventures, you feel inspired to take positive risks for the new year, turn those plans and thoughts into action, and watch it all prevail. Thanks for watching. I'm Delinda Eiffel.